Hey YouTube, this is Sludgeball and this will be my Raw review from the 28th of November 2011, and I have to admit this was a pretty nice Raw. I enjoyed it. Something look there. I enjoyed it very much, and I was very happy with some of the matches that they put up. They were pay-per-view quality matches, and I'll get into those a little later. But anyway, he started off with Roddy Piper. He returned to do Piper's Pit, and John Cena was the guest. It looks like WWE are trying to bring in all these legends to say, you know, like John Cena's alright, don't boo him. Like, I reckon WWE are really trying hard to try and get the crowd to like John Cena, so like they get a double pop at WrestleMania, because at this stage it's just gonna be The Rock getting the pop and John Cena's gonna get booed, and WWE don't really want that. John Cena, he delivered a very good reply to Roddy Piper. He was saying, I don't care whether I get booed, whether I get cheered, like, I only care about people having the time of their life. And he pointed out 2 kids. Then he pointed out the armed services, and yeah, and then he was going back through all the times back in Chicago, Money in the Bank, WrestleMania 22. What's another one? He got booed. Also, back at One Night Stand in 2006. So like, there's all these times where he gets booed, and like no one seems to worry. So he's not overly fussed with the fact that he's getting booed. And then Roddy Piper, like, slapped some sense into him, slapped him, and then John Cena calmed down and walked out. So yeah, that was basically it. So that was that segment. Up next, you had John Morrison versus The Miz in a Falls Count Anywhere match. This was John Cena's last ever match on Raw. If you didn't know, John Morrison is not renewing his contract from the WWE. He wishes to pursue a career in acting. He said that he's probably not going to go to another wrestling brand, but who knows? I know TNA, they love giving world champions out of superstars that WWE bury. So anyway, don't know what's gonna happen there. So anyway, before the match even starts, The Miz comes out with a steel pipe and just attacks John Morrison from behind. This gives John Morrison, he was playing a leg injury the entire match. John Morrison bravely steps up, but it doesn't matter, because The Miz starts crawling back towards the entrance and then delivers a skull-crushing finale on the entrance floor. So 1, 2, 3. Oh no, they didn't pin him. They declared The Miz the winner through knockout. They said that, like, don't do anything more than Morrison, and then The Miz delivered a good promo saying that it was R-Truth last week, John Morrison this week, next week we'll see. So anyway, they're really trying to build up The Miz's character. You probably see him in WWE Championship matches in future, maybe at Royal Rumble. They'll start playing it. I know for a fact that he'll probably be in the main event at WrestleMania against CM Punk. I don't see CM Punk losing the championship for a while. So anyway, I'll get back on track. And if anyone knows, R-Truth is suspended for 30 days due to the wellness policy. I will do another video related to that a little later. I've got a few words to say about this wellness policy. Anyway, moving on, there was a Divas match. The Bella Twins, they haven't wrestled in about 6 months. Take on Kelly and Alicia Fox. This was about a minute and a half, so you know, good long match for the Divas. And Alicia Fox delivers like the somersault leg drop, or I don't know what you call them. She's a very good diva. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, she wins. It looks like she'll be the next contender for the Divas Championship after Eve. It'll be good to see. She's very athletic in the ring, which is going to be hard to play with in Beth Phoenix, because Beth Phoenix is more of a powerhouse. So it's going to be hard how they're going to relate to that. Anyway, moving on. The next match, Randy Orton versus the United States Champion Dolph Ziggler, with Barrett announcing at ringside. This was I thoroughly enjoyed this match. Dolph Ziggler seems to bring out the best in everyone. Delivered a pay-per-view quality match against CM Punk last week. Now delivers. The future's bright for Dolph Ziggler. Let me say that now. He may not look like he's weaseling his way out of stuff, but trust me, he will be in the main event scene sooner rather than later. But he gets up getting the win. Wade Barrett poses a distraction, which allows Dolph Ziggler to capitalize and deliver the zigzag to Randy Orton, 1, 2, 3. So Ziggler picked up the win there. And next, there was a segment, Daniel Bryan and Michael Cole in the ring. They were basically talking about how Daniel Bryan was taking advantage of Mark Henry's injuries to try and pick up the Money in the Bank contract. The World Heavyweight Championship by cashing in his Money in the Bank contract. This didn't really go anywhere, and then Mark Henry. This was basically a promo for tomorrow. SmackDown's Tuesday night appearance on Sci-Fi. It's Mark Henry versus Daniel Bryan for the World Heavyweight Championship in a steel cage. So that should be exciting to watch. Next, you had Jack Swagger versus Zack Ryder. I enjoyed this match, even though it went for about 5 minutes. It was good to see. They gave Zack Ryder the win, which was good to see. They're really trying to show, they're really trying to show that he's good enough to beat some of these top superstars, because how in the hell is he meant to beat Dolph Ziggler if Dolph Ziggler just pinned Randy Orton? So they're really trying to make him look very strong. So that's good to see. Yeah, but he wins with a Rough Rider. Anyway, so next they announced the host of tomorrow night's SmackDown. It's Mick Foley. And he announces a few things. One, that Michael Cole's not announcing, which is good, considering that Daniel Bryan's in the main event. And steel cage matches go for about 20 minutes. So thank Christ, I do not want to hear 20 minutes of Cole whinging. He doesn't he says he explains. He whinges. He whinges for a good hour and a half of the show. I feel sorry for King. I struggle to, but I feel sorry for him because he has to put up with this fucking little weasel of a thing, whinging. He would drive me insane. Anyway, moving on. Ranting again. Moving on. And we had the main event, CM Punk versus Alberto Del Rio for the WWE Championship. And we found out earlier in the night, if CM Punk gets disqualified, he will lose the WWE Championship. They play into that. This was a pretty decent match. They play into that a lot. At one stage, you have Alberto Del Rio trying to expose one of the turnbuckles. And then when the referee's going to fix that back up, Del Rio goes up. Rodriguez throws Del Rio a chair, and Del Rio slams it on the ground, on the mat, and throws it to CM Punk. And then CM Punk catches it, throws it back, and hits the deck with Del Rio with the chair in hand, saying, oh, I've been hit. And this reminded me of Eddie Guerrero back in 2004 when he hit the chair on the ground, threw it to the opponent, and then laid flat on the ground and kept got the other person got disqualified. So that was good. They were replaying a bit of history. But anyway, luckily Del Rio talked his way out of not getting disqualified, but then this just allowed CM Punk to deliver the GTS on the exposed turnbuckle, and then 1, 2, 3. So CM Punk kept his WWE Championship, and that was the end of the show. I'd give it about a 7 out of 10. Between 6.5 and 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it. There were some flaws, like the way they left John Morrison. Sad. Man, I'm doing a video on how WWE books superstars as well. Because I'm on holidays now, I've got a bit more free time. I'm trying to upload a bit more frequently. I know I haven't been uploading that often. I usually upload 1 or 2 a week. I'm trying to get boosted up to maybe 3 or 4. Maybe some opinionated videos, so it'll be all good. Anyway, comment on how you thought Raw went. Did you enjoy it? You can subscribe up there if you like. I'll probably do a SmackDown review as well. I've got a lot of free time on my hand. Anyway, I'm Sludgeball. See ya.